Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to drive a manual car. This video is dedicated to all the ladies who struggle with driving a manual car. Okay, so the first thing is, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and this is reverse. So the cars are different. Some reverse is there, some reverse is here. It just depends. Okay, so this is a Chevrolet Captiva. So this is how it looks like. This diagram should be in your mind. You must be able to change these gears even if there's a curtain here. Okay, so let's go. So I'm going to demonstrate how to put them gears. So we said number 1 is far on your left. So there we go. This is number 1. Okay, this is number 1. It's far. You see, you go to the last, then number 1. Then you come back. This is number 2. Okay, then you come back. This is number 3. Then you come back. This is number 4. Here, this is number 5. You can see. Then here, last, you push it to the last. This is reverse. Okay, we are back in neutral. So here is the neutral place. This is neutral. Okay. So, for you to start the car, I'm going to explain the gears before we do this, because the person who taught me how to drive never said anything. He'll just say number 1, number 2, number 3. Then I would wonder, why do I have to change the gears? Okay, so I'm going to explain to you. Number 1, this is the starting gear. This is a heavy gear that has got power to make your car start to make your car to start moving. I'm thinking in my language and translating to English, so it's difficult. Okay, so number 1 is a powerful gear. Is the gear that makes your car to start off, to start moving in a mandla le gear. Then number 2, so from number 1 you go to number 2. As you can see, number 2, we usually use number 2 when we are turning. Okay, so when you are on number 3, let's say you're driving, come back. Okay, let's say you are driving and you are in number 3. When you are turning, you come back to number 2. Okay, then number 3 is a gear that I usually use when we are going up the hill. You understand me? So when, let's say we are driving, we are in number 5, traveling gear. Then we see a mountain, we come back to number 4. Then if my car doesn't have power, I come back to number 3. So in most cases, if it's a small mountain, you just go up. But if the mountain is very, very high, sometimes you come back to number 2. You have to come back to number 2 so that your car gains more power. If your car, then that will be a very big mountain. Then you have to come back to number 1. I think I've explained this. So number 1 and number 2, they are the gears that makes your car to move. Number 3 for climbing up mountains. Number 5 is the traveling gear. When we are in N1, now we are going to Limpopo. We've changed all the gears. With number 5 is the traveling gear, the one that makes you go up to 220. Okay, so I'm going to do a demonstration and show you how to start a car. Okay, so this is A, accelerator, B, brake, C, clutch. So you can see this is A, B, C. A, B, C, accelerator, brake, and clutch. So you don't do A, B, C. No, it's coming from the side, from your right side. A, B, and C. So the accelerator is the one that gives speed to the car. Vroom, vroom. This is a brake and this is a clutch. So your clutch should be your friend. You understand me? Because for you to brake the car, I know if you're a man, you've got different ways of driving. But if you're a woman, for you to stop the car, you press your clutch in, then you press your brake. Then your car is going to stop. Okay, for you to put gears in, you need to press the clutch in, then you put number 1. Okay. I know my husband has got a different way of driving. He doesn't press the clutch, he just goes to the brake. But my driving school, they taught me that you press the clutch and the brake. Okay, so that's how I'm going to teach you. And okay, you guys, one thing that I want to say is never do this alone. So we're going to start the car. I want to start the car with you guys. The first thing that I'm going to do, let me close the door. it's not going to be easy for me to be filming this whole situation here, but I'll try by God's grace. Okay, so the first thing is you put your key on. So when you're putting your key on, make sure that your car is in neutral. Make sure that your car is in neutral so that it doesn't jump, because it has a thing of jumping. So when you're starting the car, make sure that your leg is on the brake so that your car does not move. Okay, so we're gonna start the car right now. I'm gonna start the car while my right leg is on my brake, okay, so that my car doesn't jump. Okay, now that I've started the car, there's so much that is going on here. You can see that my fuel is somewhere there. You can see these are the rev counts, and this is the speed. So right now we are on 0. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the car in number 1, but before I do that, I need to press my clutch right inside. Okay, let me sit closer. So my clutch, I press it right inside, ne? And make sure your handbrake is always on. Lift up your handbrake, okay? This is my handbrake. Then I'm gonna put the car in number 1. There is number 1. So after this, I put my handbrake down with my leg on my brake. If you lift up your brake, okay, so I'm going to try to film the part 2 because it's not easy for me to be filming while I'm alone, but this is the basics. All you have to do is, right now I park the car, it's supposed to be in, this is neutral, okay.